In last video we have covered the different type of remove availables in the collection framework, that is in array list. So we have seen the remove method with index, remove method with element itself, remove if with the predicate, and remove all. Okay, so in remove all, what we did, suppose I have the one list names dot remove all, and if I give the parameter as a names 1, so what it will do, it will remove all the elements from the first list, whatever the element present in the second list. Okay, so we have covered that already. So in this video what we are going to do, we will perform the reverse operation of this. So that is means whatever the element we have in a second list, I want that only, and other than all elements should be deleted. So that's time we are going to perform the operation called as retain all. What it will do, suppose I have this list 1, that is names. In this one I have the 5 elements a b c d e f j k l m n o g h I, these 5 element in the names. Then I have the second list, I have given the name as a names 1. So in this list we have the two element a b c and d e f. These both element are present in both list, right? A B C and D E F. Now what I want to keep these two elements only, and apart from this all elements should be deleted. So that time we are going to use the function called as retain all. So on which list we want to perform? On the names, that is first list. So names dot retain all, and it will take the parameter as a second collection. So I have given the names 1. So what it will do, it will remove all the element from this list except the element which are present in the second list. So retain all, if you click on this retain all will gives the return type as a boolean, means if our operation is successful then it will return the true, otherwise it will return the false. So what I want to display the result of this operation as well, means whether it is success or false, means so I want to check that. So what I will do, I will simply print this statement, right? Then let's append some string here, like result of. Let's print this, right? Run as Java application. So here you can find the result of names dot retain all, it's true, means operation is successful. But I want to check the resultant string as well, so resultant list as well. So what I'll do, let's check whether the element from these names it's removed or not. Sorry, I have debugged it instead of running it, so not an issue. So here you can find result of name dot retain all, it's true, and the resultant list is a b c and d e f. So you can find here it has removed all the elements which are not in second list, means we are retaining the element from the second list. So that is all about the retain all. Now the next function is, now we have covered add, remove, retain. Now the next function is get, means suppose I want to retrieve the particular element from the list based on its index, so I can use the function called as get. So here I have given the function name as a names dot get, names dot get, and given the index as a 0. So get method takes the parameter as a int index number, and it will return the whatever the type of our list, that is our list is type of string, so it will return the element string element because it's contain the all string element. So let's check at 0th position what we have, abc, so it should return abc. So here you can find names dot get 0, that is abc. Now let's check with the fourth element, 0, first, second, third and fourth, right? It is mno, that is fourth position. At the fifth position, that is fourth index. What will happen if I given the any index which is not present, means we have currently up to fourth index, right? If what will happen if I given as a ninth index, we have the size only 5. Now this index is not present, so what will happen, so it will give us the index out of bound exception, right? So it will throw the array index out of bound exception, right? So that is all about the get function, right? So here this is our simple string that we I want to display on the console. So main our operation is names dot get function. So that is all about get. So now the next function is index of. So what index of will do, suppose I know the element from the list, I know that jkl is present in our list, but I don't know the what is the index of this jkl. Okay, so that time, so index of will help us. So index of method will return the integer index, that is the position of the element in the list. So let's try. Now I have given the string as a abc. So what is the index of abc here? It's a 0. So it should return the 0. So here you can find it has given the index of abc at 0. Let's try with another. Let me try with the ghi here. So what will be the result? It should be 2 because start from 0, 0, 1 and 2. So what will happen if we have the duplicates? Let's consider we have another called as ghi, because list allows duplicate. In this case what will happen, because we have the ghi here and ghi here also, so which index it will return? So it will return the first occurrence index. So you here you can find it has given the index of second only. So so whatever the string present at the first occurrence it will return, so it will not iterate through other element. Once it is find the element at particular index, it will stop the execution there only, so it will return the index of first occurrence. So that is all about index of method. Now what if you want the index of last element? If I the duplicate element here, let's give the name as a ghi, I want the index of last. That index of returns the index from start position, that is first, whatever the first occurrence it will return, but now I want the index from last one. So that time you can use the function called as last index of. So now it should return 0, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, right? Yeah, sorry, which one is we have repeated? So I have given the abc only, that's why. So here we are getting as a fifth index, right? we have given the string as a ghi, so it will now looking for the from backward direction. So ghi at the last position only, that is the last index of function. Now the next function is contains. Contains is like similar to search. Now I want to search whether the particular string is present in our list or not. That time content will help. So content will give the return as a true or false. If the string is present in a that particular list, it will return true, or if not, then it will return the false. So here ABC is already present in our list, that's why it should return as a true. So it is returning as a true. What if I change the blah 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 string? Now this string is not present in our list, so it should return as a false. So that is all about the contains. Now the next one is contains all, means now I have the second string, second list, right? Now I want to check whether this element from this list is present in first list or not. That time we can use the method called as contains all. So here all the element from this list are present in the first list, so that's why it should return the result as a true. So here you can find the result as a true. Let me change the second element now with this element is not present in our first list, so what it will return? Of course it will return the false. It will return true only if all the element of second list is present in the first list, then in that case only it will return the true. So that is all about contains all. Now the function is next function is empty. So it will help us to check whether this list contain any element or not. If it is it is empty, then it will return true, or if it is containing some element, then it will return the false. So that is all about the is empty. So here it is returning as a false because we have the 5 element in the list. Now the next element is size, so it will help us to return the size of the list. How many elements present in the list, it will return by the size. And the next let me run this. Sorry, let me run this. So size is 6 because we have the sixth element in the first. Now the next function is very important function is sublist. If we want to get or retrieve the any particular sublist, now we have the 6 element in the list from start index 0 to 5. Now I want the list from only second to fourth, right? So that time we can use the function called as a sublist. So let's give the index as 2 to fourth. So here 2 is the start index and fourth is the last index of the string. So here you can find GHI and JKL. So you may have the question, we have given the 2 to 4th, that is 2, 3, 4, right? You may have the same thinking like, but keep in mind for the in case of sublist, 2 is inclusive, 4 is exclusive, means it will consider only 2, 3 because 4 is exclusive. That's why it will consider from 2, 3. Now let me take another example, 2 to 5. So that time it will consider from 2, 3, 4. 5 is exclusive. Here you can find this is our original string. So second 0, 1, 2. This is 2, 3, 4th. This is the return. So that is all about the sublist.